Hey, it's Kelby. In this video, I'll show you how to use the basis feature in Rock My Retirement's pension modules. Let's dig in. Your basis in a pension is the amount you contributed to the pension using after-tax dollars. This is important because when you start receiving pension payments, you'll not have to pay income tax on the part of the payment that represents your basis. Now, understand that this is pretty rare for someone to contribute to a pension on an after-tax basis. If your pension is through a defined benefit plan in a private sector job, then there's a very high likelihood that the employer is paying the contributions, not you. So that would not count as basis. If your pension is through a state, county, or municipal job, you may have had to contribute 5 to 10% of your pay to your pension, but those contributions are almost always on a pre-tax basis. Pre-tax contributions do not count as basis. Most often, you would make after-tax contributions if you make voluntary contributions into a church plan, certain union agreements, and some older ERISA grandfathered pensions. There are some executive plans that aren't really qualified pensions, but rather deferred contributions, and those contributions are sometimes after tax. If you aren't sure, check with your HR department or the pension record keeper. They should have a record called an investment in the contract ledger that would show all of the after-tax contributions you have made. If you've made after-tax contributions, then enter the total as the basis for the pension. Rock My Retirement will then calculate how much of each payment is tax-free using something the IRS calls the simplified method, which is required for all pensions after November 18, 1996. That method calculates your life expectancy and then spreads the basis equally over each payment you're expected to receive. You don't pay income taxes on the portion of each payment that represents your basis. Note that there are some rare circumstances in which the IRS will have you use a slightly different formula for allocating your basis among your pension payments. Most of these will not make a difference large enough to meaningfully impact your tax situation. However, there are rare situations in which it might significantly alter the timing of your taxes. You should consult your tax professional if you'd like to know whether your pension is one of those rare situations and how it might affect you. Well, that wraps up this video on how a pension's basis works, and I hope that it helps you rock your retirement.